The Arizona Department of Real Estate, known as the ADRE, serves as one of the most vital agencies in the state's real estate industry. Its primary function is to protect the public interest by regulating licensees, enforcing state laws, and promoting professionalism throughout the industry. Every broker, salesperson, and school operator in Arizona operates under the supervision and authority of the ADRE, which was created through legislative action under Arizona Revised Statutes, Title 32, Chapter 20. These statutes provide the foundation for the department's existence, powers, and procedures. By understanding how the ADRE functions and how the Real Estate Commissioner administers and enforces these laws, licensees can fully appreciate the structure that supports ethical and lawful real estate practice in Arizona. The Arizona Department of Real Estate was established to ensure that the buying, selling, leasing, and managing of property in Arizona are carried out honestly, competently, and in compliance with the law. Under ARS Section 32-2102, the department is officially recognized as the regulatory body responsible for the administration and enforcement of Arizona's real estate laws. Its authority extends across all professional activities involving real property and business opportunities, including real estate sales, property management, timeshares, and cemetery organizations. In practice, the ADRE serves as both an educator and an enforcer, providing resources, oversight, and corrective action when necessary to maintain integrity in the industry. The ADRE operates under the direction of the Real Estate Commissioner, a position created by ARS Section 322102. The Commissioner serves as the executive head of the department and is appointed by the Governor of Arizona pursuant to the authority granted under Article 5, Section 4 of the Arizona Constitution. The Commissioner serves at the Governor's pleasure, meaning there is no fixed term length. This arrangement ensures accountability and responsiveness to both the executive branch and the public interest. The Commissioner's responsibilities are outlined in ARS Section 322104, which grants the authority to administer and enforce all provisions of Title 32, Chapter 20. The duties of the Commissioner include licensing real estate professionals, regulating schools and instructors, investigating complaints, auditing brokerages, and taking disciplinary action when violations occur. The Commissioner is also authorized to adopt rules under the Arizona Administrative Code, AAC, Title 4, Chapter 28, which provide detailed guidance on how the statutory requirements are applied in daily practice. For example, R4-28-1101 establishes professional conduct standards, requiring that every licensee act with honesty, fairness, and competency when representing a client or customer. This rule works hand in hand with the Commissioner's duty to ensure the protection of the public through enforcement and education. To illustrate the department's function in action, consider an example involving a broker who fails to deposit earnest money in a trust account within the required timeframe. Under ARS Section 32-2151 and R4-28-802, the broker must place all earnest money into a trust account promptly. If the broker fails to comply, the ADRE has the authority to investigate the complaint, review transaction records, and determine whether a violation occurred. If the investigation confirms misconduct, the Commissioner may impose disciplinary measures such as fines, license suspension, or additional education requirements. This process demonstrates the department's dual focus on accountability and education, correcting behavior while maintaining public trust in real estate professionals. Another example of the ADRE's oversight involves the regulation of real estate schools and instructors under ARS Section 32-2135 and R4-28-404. The department ensures that schools meet high standards in curriculum design, instructor qualifications, and course delivery. This ensures that future licensees are well trained in Arizona law, ethics, and professional standards before entering the field. The Commissioner's approval of courses, outlines, and examinations directly shapes the education of every real estate professional in the state. The scope of the ADRE also extends beyond licensing and education. It includes consumer protection through compliance audits, complaint resolution, and public access to disciplinary records. The department maintains an online database where the public can verify licenses, review disciplinary histories, and file complaints. This transparency reinforces the department's mission as a guardian of the public interest, ensuring that trust remains the foundation of every real estate transaction. The ADRE also issues substantive policy statements, SPS, to clarify how certain laws and rules are interpreted. For instance, the department has issued policy statements addressing electronic signatures, advertising practices, and the proper handling of trust funds. These statements, authorized under ARS Section 322104, help licensees stay compliant in areas where the law might otherwise be unclear. Through education, regulation, and communication, the department ensures that every aspect of Arizona's real estate industry remains consistent with statutory intent and professional ethics. In addition to enforcement and education, the ADRE emphasizes preventive regulation. Rather than simply punishing violations after they occur, the department focuses on training and outreach to reduce misconduct. Broker audits, continuing education requirements, and consumer awareness campaigns are all tools used to prevent issues before they arise. This proactive approach reflects the department's role as both a regulator and a public servant, balancing accountability with opportunity for improvement. The Real Estate Commissioner must also report annually to the governor and legislature on the activities of the department, as required by ARS Section 32-2104. This report includes statistics on licensing, disciplinary actions, and overall market trends, ensuring government oversight and transparency. It also helps policymakers evaluate whether existing laws adequately protect consumers and whether new legislation may be needed to address emerging industry challenges. The ADRE's relationship with licensees is both administrative and advisory. While the department has authority to discipline, it also functions as a resource. Brokers and agents can reach out for clarification on rules, report potential ethical concerns, and seek guidance on compliance issues. By fostering open communication, the ADRE maintains an atmosphere of professionalism and cooperation that benefits both the industry and the public it serves. Through its structured framework, the Arizona Department of Real Estate upholds the purpose set forth in ARS Section 32, Article 2, to protect the public through education, examination, licensure, and enforcement. Every real estate transaction that occurs in Arizona is touched in some way by the department's influence, whether through the licensing process, the contract forms used, or the ethical standards applied. The ADRE's mission, leadership, and enforcement authority ensure that Arizona's real estate market remains transparent, ethical, and fair. Review summary. In this section, you learn that the Arizona Department of Real Estate, ADRE, was established under ARS Section 322102 to regulate, educate, and enforce real estate law in Arizona. The Real Estate Commissioner, appointed by the governor, serves as the department's executive leader with broad authority under ARS Section 322104. The ADRE's functions include licensing professionals, approving schools and courses, investigating complaints, conducting audits, and issuing substantive policy statements for clarification of law. Through these actions, the department fulfills its duty to protect the public interest and maintain the integrity of Arizona's real estate industry. Discussion. Why is the real estate commissioner appointed by the governor instead of elected by the public? Answer: the appointment ensures that the commissioner remains accountable to the state's executive leadership while maintaining professional oversight rather than political influence. How does the ADRE balance its roles as both an educator and an enforcer? Answer: the ADRE uses education to prevent violations and enforcement to correct them, ensuring fairness while protecting consumers. What is one way the ADRE promotes transparency for consumers? Answer: the department provides an online database for license verification and public access to disciplinary records. Why are substantive policy statements important for licensees? Answer: they provide clear guidance on how the ADRE interprets and enforces laws, helping licensees stay compliant with evolving standards. What statute gives the commissioner the authority to adopt rules for enforcement? Answer: ARS Section 32-2107 authorizes the commissioner to adopt and enforce rules necessary to carry out Arizona's real estate laws. Closing remarks. The Arizona Department of Real Estate stands at the center of the state's real estate regulatory system. Its leadership through the commissioner ensures that both the letter and the spirit of Arizona's real estate laws are upheld. The department's structure encourages professionalism, accountability, and fairness, while its focus on education ensures that every licensee has the tools to succeed ethically and responsibly. By maintaining the trust of the public and the cooperation of the industry, the ADRE continues to serve as the cornerstone of Arizona's real estate integrity.